Luxury custom home in Lansdowne. I want to preview this home today, and I've got a little backstory to tell you, but let me show you where this is first. It's over here in Lansdowne. I've always loved Lansdowne. Built in the 60s and 70s mostly. A lot of ranch, brick, and there was a vacant lot at what looks like to me from my research that was just built on, not a tear down, but a vacant lot. So there's 74 going into town. You got your museums. You've got Uptown Charlotte, Novant headquarters over here, Atrium over here, Freedom Park, South Park is right here. You may know that one. And of course, CLT Airport is over here. Well, let's look at this beauty. Now, the first thing I noticed about this, built by THR Design Build, these look like rain chains to me. Now, I've had a rain chain at my home, and they are just magical. They're so cool because you see all the water coming off this roof line. Those have got to be, I bet you they're copper too. But look how elegant that is. The roof lines, the pitch, the shed dormers. This builder, THR Design Build, it's Drew Taylor is the builder, and his wife Rachel, with a master's in architecture, basically designs the home and he builds them. So what a neat little small custom builder. And the nice thing is this house is up and ready to go, sitting on 0.42 acres. Well, let's go in and take a look at this house. There it is from another angle. It's got a privacy fence around it. There's what I mean about 60s and 70s ranch and a half homes, brick homes. So you're seeing these being built all the time here in this area. Cotswolds, Sherwood Forest, Lansdowne. Lansdowne is a lovely neighborhood. A lot of old trees and real beautiful. So you see the design elements, oh man, all the way around this. You come in the front door, which is elegant. We'll see it in a minute. You've got this beautiful curved stairway. It just makes such a statement, these curves and that gleaming floor. This is custom luxury, guys. See the entry? Beautiful. Windows up. It's just stunning. If you're an entertainer, this could be perfect for you. And we're just going to walk through it. Now, you can tell that Drew and Rachel Taylor spared no expense to build this lovely home. Now, this study, by the way, yes, the primary bedroom is on the main level. Not to worry there. But you have little architectural bump outs like that. Windows going so far up. The paint scheme. This is a lovely main level study. Right there. There it is from another angle. Filled with light, lovely colors, and even little things like, turning it sideways and putting the outlets in the baseboard and the trim work. There are a lot of things you don't notice at first look here. Now we've got a dining room, formal dining room, so very similar. Again, the detail in the ceiling, the floors are elegant. I love the way that Rachel Taylor has decorated and staged this. There's also another woman on staff with a master's in architecture. So your dining room is formal. It's lovely. A lot of detail here coming off of the front door. And then again, the choice of the colors, you've got the perimeter, you got this, the angles, the curves, the lights. There's so many things, the sconces, so many reasons to love this. And by the way, this has a 48-inch Sub-Zero built-in fridge and a Sub-Zero 48-inch Wolf gas range, which we'll get a better look at that in just a second. There it is there. Looking out to the great room. So guys, this house is priced just under 2.4. Got the pot filler if you're a positive person. I'd love for you to call me directly to get into this house. One of my team members. In fact, here's the backstory. It was Rodney Jones. By the way, this is stunning. This has got this is just like, how do I want to describe this? Basically, I'm kind of stumbling because basically it's a custom plaster surround and a very fancy fireplace, but custom. So many of these pieces are conversation pieces as well. But Rodney Jones, Christmas Eve, sent me this house. Now, this is not typical of Rodney Jones. If you don't know, if you're not a subscriber, he's my number one agent. I've got a team of 5 agents. Great guy. And I usually just don't get something like this from him out of the blue. The built-ins with the lighting. And I'm wondering, was he hinting that I should just buy him this house for Christmas? Oh, that's funny. Look at this, man. I'm just kind of mesmerized. I love custom homes. And again, you either is or you ain't a $2.4 million buyer, but ain't it fun to look? Now, Rodney Jones could get you into to see this house, you know, in short notice, or he could go over and do a FaceTime with you if you're out of town. And if you're pretty serious, why don't you ask me to go shoot a full motion video tour of it? Now, this is the butler's pantry. So again, you've got wine fridge, you got shelves, again, the lighting, beautiful. There's your powder room on the main level. Again, looks like wallpaper, right? And then you've got a mudroom action. But then what's that? Well, let's dive a little deeper. This is a working pantry. So you've got all of the means of maybe doing some food prep here. And then that would work for my family because my wife and I, if we're in the kitchen at the same time, both trying to work, it gets a little tedious. Having a little separate, what they call a working pantry is pretty stellar. Now, this is the primary suite. It's on the main level, but notice this. You've got this vault with these beams, beautiful light fixture, tons of light coming in. Wow. Now, it looks to me like that's going off to the rear exit. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wee, looky here. Again, all of these things, I'm sure I've stored. It looks like Rachel Taylor is big on the sconces and the side lights. I love it too. Oh my, my. So you've got two, and you've got two handhelds and just stunning shower. That's definitely made. Now, my wife and I, you know, not great in the kitchen together, but, you know, this is plenty of room for two people, married couple, to bathe. I just think that's lovely. It goes right, of course, into the primary suite. Wow, this is all done for you. The walk-in closet, all laid out. Now, I love this. I'm a back porch type guy. This is not only covered, it's got skylights, but it's also screened, and it's got this lovely fireplace. So that is your back porch. My, my, my. There it is. It's screened, and I'll bet you that primary suite goes right out to this is what I was seeing. You got this. So again, I keep using us as an example. My wife would say, hey, baby, I'll meet you out on the porch. I'm ready for my first cup of coffee or my second cup. She usually gets two, hand delivered. Oh, I love this. Wow, this is just gorgeous. Now, this lot is 0.42 acres. And as I mentioned earlier, it looks to me that the lot was just a vacant, you know, infill lot. Now, the way it works, by the way, you don't want to reach out to the listing agent. You want to have your own representation. They are willing to pay our fee as long as we're involved from the beginning. So you want to give me a call at 704-345-3400. Now, this has got to be a bedroom. And remember those peaks of the roof at the very beginning? And so architecturally, they've played into the upstairs interior space with some very interesting ceiling lines. I love that. And again, the hard wood floors carrying upstairs. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, guys. And again, the location is stellar. It's ridiculous. In fact, Rodney Jones says the first 3 rules of real estate: location, and you know the drill, times 3. And this Lansdowne is just lovely. Now, this is the bonus room. Wow. Again, they're playing into the architectural lines of the home, but this is probably that shed dormer. There were 2 of them, and I can assuredly say that. Lots of windows. What would you do with that? Is that a rec room of some sort? Is that a media room? You could certainly do both. Look how big it is. My, that's big. It's lovely. And the carpet to isolate the sound. And then I'm guessing this is another bedroom upstairs, because upstairs you got 4 bedrooms. Primary suite is on the main level. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths up. Primary on the main level with a powder room. Lovely, the tile. Man, I'm telling you, they got this. If you're a $2.4 million buyer, there's no way you couldn't fall in love with this, especially if you're a doctor at Novant or Atrium and you want to be close to town or South Park, you're an attorney. Look at this. Beautiful, guys. Backyard. So there we go. Primary suite, playing off into that screened porch and a nice large yard. Beautiful when those trees green up. Again, this area has got a lot of trees. It's lovely. So guys, give me a call, 704-345-3400, and I'll see you in the next video.